Okay, welcome back to another episode of AchromatiCraft. If you didn't see the last episode, we built these storage silos. They're pretty cool. They are going to hold our terracotta, our sand, and our gravel. So let me go grab some of that real quick. I need to do some mining because I don't have enough to fill them up. So we need to fill those up. We're going to start by doing that. We're going to work on the village, filling it out a little bit more around here. And we also need to build a farm to get some blue flowers. We don't have a lot of blue flowers in this world, and I'm running out of lapis to get blue dye. So that's what we're going to do today. So let's go grab some of the resources to fill these up. We'll build a blue flower farm, and then we'll get a little bit more of the village put in here. So that's a lot to do. Let's get into it. All right, and I didn't fill up all of these shulker boxes, but you'll see we got our terracotta, we got sand, and then a row of gravel. Now, we're going to be done with that for today because I'm always going to be stocking and restocking and restocking these because we use it a lot. As you know, when we do our gray landscaping, that costs us a lot. And then obviously the buildings using terracotta in the couple different colors that we have cost us a lot. So I'm going to get these up in here. Going to double check to make sure that they work now that we have the actual thing. And then we're getting on to building some village. Let's restock that, test it out, and go to get on the village. Okay, and it's moment of truth time. Let's see if we get enough terracotta here. Should be one stack. Oh yeah. Now, gravel, I believe is what's in this one. Yep, gravel's in this one. Yes, full stack. And come on, sand, give me a full stack. Oh yeah, that's going to be so awesome. I love when we have different storage units that let us have a little fun instead of just always coming to a chest and grabbing stuff. So that's going to be awesome. I'm going to have to create a crafting area. I just keep coming to this crafting bench here. But we've got that storage. So it's time to rock some of these resources and get a few more buildings in. Okay, and for those of you who may be new to this series, you might not know what this city is. We just came through our medieval portal, which you can see here. And this is our medieval district. This is where we started it all. Started going grayscale with the whole world. So maybe I'll give you a quick little tour here. So we have our trading hall, we have a bunch of the village, an iron farm, a sheep farm, and we originally had a normal plains village here that we've converted now to being grayscale. So if you haven't checked it out, go check out those episodes. We built a lot of stuff in here and I think it's looking pretty cool. But today, the reason we're back over here is we gotta find a place that has blue flowers. And I know they grow a lot here. And so before we find where the blue is, let me show you how we're gonna go about getting it. So this is gonna be another introduction to our skeleton spawner. You probably haven't seen this either. So up here we have a double skeleton spawner. We lucked out big time here. There's one here and one there. And you can't see it, but on the other side of this is an abandoned mine shaft. So lots of good stuff. We'll eventually build something over there. But for now, I'm going to grab us some bones. This is usually where we come and fix all of our stuff up because it gives us all the goodies. Hey, we even got some glow ink. That's great. Well, let's jump upstairs real quick and I'll show you what we're looking for. Oh, and we have a chicken down here. Okay, and now that we made it back up to the top, what we're looking for are the cornflowers. Now there's another flower that you can find in swamp biomes, but because we lived here so long, I already know that those cornflowers are here because they can normally grow in the plains, the meadows, and the forest biomes. So this is a good place for us to do. And so what you're going to be looking for is when you're flying around or walking around, you'll notice, oh, that was a good hard splash. There'll just be some growing on the ground. Now, that doesn't mean that every block will have one of these. if you don't know, flowers specifically grow on specific blocks. So this one will always be a blue flower, that will always be this white, red, yellow, etc. So what you have to do, and this is why we got the bones, because you have to bone mill quite a bit, is walk through, break out this, and you just keep breaking the grass until, oh, there's a blue one. You see what all the different flowers are on the different blocks. So they'll eventually pop in. You can see we're slowly getting them here. And that's what you do to figure out how many blue flowers are in a certain area. Not the same, the distribution is quite different. So I did that over here, and I still might do more of this because I'm hoping there's an area that has a little bit more blue. So I've been just going crazy over here, and you can see the distribution of blue is pretty good in here. And a flower farm, at least the one I've built before on my redstone tutorials, little recommendation to go check those out. And we're looking for a 5x5 area because that's all that a bone mill can make grow. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it looks like there are 5 blue flowers in there. There might be another one here. This is an easy way you can just spam this, and it's a yellow. So you can see pretty quick, we can see what kind of flowers we'd get. Obviously it won't be flowers every time. You're going to get lots of grass, but at least that's one way. And so you can see I've been kind of exploring. Here's another one that is 5x5, so I might actually just keep going through here and hoping we're going to get some more yellow. But that's the process. So I'm going to do this a little bit more just to see if this is our spot, but I think it will be. I mean, we're so close to our city, we can come over here and get it. So let me go through, get a little more of these flowers build out, and show you what I got. Okay, so we did a bunch of more of this. I don't think we're going to find a better spot. We got 5 in 1. I think that's pretty good. That is 20% of this is blue. I think that's going to be pretty good. So we're actually just going to go through and build that farm up. So let me go get the redstone components we're going to need. We're just going to build it here and get it going. Alright, if you've never built a flower farm, they're actually not too hard. I'm not going to go full redstone tutorial. You can kind of see, oh, yeah, at least place those right. You're going to at least be able to see what we do here. But you're going to start, we start with some pistons. And boy, am I having a hard time. This is why you don't do redstone on camera. But we're going to put those in, put some bricks along the side here. Gonna put one down there, frost here. Gonna build up a little wall, and you're gonna see that there's a bunch of different ways to do this, but what I like to do is actually bury my redstone components down in the ground. So hopefully all we'll see is kind of a ridge here on the top. But what I'm gonna do is actually, since I gotta rip up a bunch of this, I'm just going to do it offline real quick and then bring you in before I can decorate it out. Alright, and I followed my own tutorial and I think we got there. So really all you have to do is run redstone across the top. It comes down, you put 2 observers that face each other and this sticky piston. So when you hit that, you can see it starts making the floor move. And that is the redstone. Is pretty easy. Oh, and when this shoots out, it goes over here and hits our, oops, don't want to block there. It hits our dispenser here. So that's where we're going to put the bone mill in. Now to get the bone mill in, I've run from this middle spot some hoppers out. You can just get a peek there. So we can just put bone mill right in here and it will feed it. So let's do that. Let's grab some bone mill here and dump off some of the stuff that we don't need. We'll stick this in. We'll let that prime a little bit. Oh, and there's a raid party. I really don't want those guys to come over here. Okay. Now that some of that's in, let's see if this is gonna work. All right, now your ears hurt because maybe that was loud. Maybe the recording didn't make it so loud. But as you can see, we got 7 blue flowers. That's awesome. Now we're gonna need to decorate this up, but I'm gonna let this just run. Now that we got some bone meal, we'll let it run, and this is where we're gonna get our blue dye. Now we're gonna take this blue dye. Let's go back over to the sand district and start getting, I guess it's our sand district. What am I calling it? I'm blinking right now. But we're going to go back over to the desert district. There we go. And start putting some more buildings in. So let's jump over there. All right, one thing I should have mentioned is I put in a little composter here real quick. Now in my world, I don't need all these other colors. So we're just going to compost all of that. And what's nice is we'll get some bone meal out of it. There you go. It won't be enough to really power this farm, but if we're going to have all this extra stuff, we don't need it. So, gonna let that run. These guys are making me nervous, so we're definitely going back over to the desert district now. So let's go. All right, and getting back here, right away, I put in another building here. I wanted to flesh this out. If you don't remember, it was just the dirt. So, got this in real quick. I'm not going to show every one of these I build, but we're going to start building it out. And you can see I also started marking out some pathways. I think there should be a pathway that comes along here, kind of hugs this building, and then just pretty much wraps the whole portal area here. And what I want to do is, I feel like these buildings maybe got pushed back a little too far. So I want to put a building in here, bring that tightness back, and maybe we'll just finish out this boulevard today. I think that's probably a good use of our time. Let me go grab some more resources because this other one took out most of them. And let's build a few more. Okay, y'all, you're going to have to forgive me a little. I got way carried away. I was going to build a single building and come back. But we built a whole bunch and I don't even remember what I've shown you anymore. So we put one down here by the silos. And you can see I'm getting chest monsters all over the place. So ignore those. We got a building in down here, which I think helps around this corner. Now we still need to do some landscape. I'm probably gonna put some rocks, some grass, the fake grass. But what do you think of that view? Now that we have a whole bunch of buildings in here, put an extra building up there. I think it's coming together. You can tell there's some pretty flat spots here where I haven't quite got it down just yet, but I think we're going to put something cool, some little decorations in here. So we got kind of a mixed building here, a darker building here, and then 2 white ones up here at the top. And then I got this path around. It doesn't go all the way. We haven't finished over there. But guys, what do you think? Let's come up here. This might be a better view too. Oh yeah, that's really starting to get that sightline I was talking about. You can really see now it feels like it's this actual alleyway or main street right through the village. Now we gotta start putting a lot of details, and I'll do that offline. I'll do that in a different, show you an update there, because we need to get maybe an extra tree in here, maybe one down there, although we have one right there. I don't know, now I'm just starting to ramble because I think we finally have something and it's just sparking a whole bunch of ideas in my brain. So maybe let's go for a quick fly so you can see what it's looking like from up above. Oh yeah, you can see we got pretty much houses all the way along that main aisle now. Oh, this is gonna look cool. We gotta update this in our map. That'll come soon. But I'm just gonna do one last fly through. So you can see we got all of this built. We come right down the boulevard, and maybe I can stop up here on the top. Perfect. So yeah, we're getting a lot of city. We got this whole block in with last episode and part of this episode, and then this street. This is what I'm loving. Now imagine if we just spread out a little this way, a little that way, maybe put some farmlands out here. I want to put a cluster of buildings right through here. Oh, the ideas are piling up. But y'all, that is going to do it for today. Thanks for joining me with this episode and all the work we did. Now that we have that blue flower farm, we're going to be able to get all the cyan terracotta. You can see it right there behind me. And be able to just keep cranking out this city. Now we're not just going to do straight city. I've got some ideas up my sleeve of what we're going to do next. So make sure you come back. And again, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.